This is going to be a part two to the low self-esteem of Negro women. And after seeing the responses, I've decided to turn this into a series of videos dealing with the low self-esteem of this Afro-American Negro woman because I really want to break down some of the concepts I went into in my book, Why 70% of Black Women Are Single. You can pick up a copy of that by clicking a link in the description box. And in this video, I'm going to talk about why these Negro women go out here and pick up these dysfunctional, low-life Negroes. And that, again, relates to the low self-esteem that this Afro-American Negro woman has regarding herself. Because the partner you pick for a relationship is a direct reflection of how you see yourself. Now, a man who sees himself as handsome and self-confident, he's going to try to look for partners who are self-confident and beautiful. However, your Afro-American Negro woman does not see herself this way. And because she is insecure regarding her own self-esteem and her self-worth, she goes out here and picks up these low-grade, dusty Negroes to get involved with. And she wants to get involved with these low-grade, dusty Negroes not because they're so handsome, so fly. She gets involved with them because she knows she can gain leverage over them in a relationship. She knows that in dealing with a man who is confident, secure in himself, and intelligent, she cannot gain any leverage in that relationship. In that relationship, she is looking that man directly in the eyes, and he sees who she is and what she's about. Meanwhile, with this other guy, she knows that he is looking up at her, and even worse, he's putting her up on a pedestal. So in his relationship with her, she is being deified and praised. Meanwhile, in the other relationship, she is being seen in a balanced view, and she's being seen from an objective view. And in that relationship, the man is going to insist that she be an equal partner. Again, this is why your Afro-American Negro woman does not want any sort of man with values, character, or any sort of traits related to conscientiousness and responsibility. She does not want that type of man. What she wants is a guy who, again, she can manipulate and control because she has low self-esteem. And because she has low self-esteem, she thinks that in order to have a relationship with someone, she has to be in control. And she knows she can control these low-grade, low-seed, dusty Negroes because all they're primarily interested in is deifying her, one, and trying to please her and appease her to get inside of that graveyard between her legs. So she has sufficient leverage on these Negroes, and this is why she pursues them over your decent brothers, because she knows she doesn't feel decent about herself. She doesn't feel value about herself. She doesn't feel a sense of self-worth. So that's why she is picking and getting involved with these worthless guys. And when it comes down to this Negro woman, she wants to get involved with this Negro man, not only to get leverage over him and control over him, but to shape and mold him. Again, this goes back to the way she sees this man. She sees this Afro-American Negro man as less than. And in many cases, she sees him as a pet or a child, someone she can train and condition to be her ideal. So when she gets involved with these men, she's always looking for someone she can fix and caretake. Now, normal people who get involved in relationships are not looking for someone they can fix. Most people who are normal pretty much know people are as is, and what you see with the person is what you're pretty much going to get. So they're not sitting there trying to fix or caretake a person. They understand that their time is precious. And every second that you take trying to fix a broken or a damaged person is time you could take to deal with someone who you would be more compatible with. But your Afro-American Negro woman does not want someone who she can become compatible with. Again, she wants to try to fix someone so that they can have a perfect relationship with her, when there's just a fundamental flaw in that whole concept. And the fundamental flaw in that concept is this Afro-American Negro woman. How is someone with low self-esteem going to talk about fixing someone when they themselves are pretty much broken? Because when you look at this Afro-American Negro woman, She is a broken and damaged creature, but she believes that she can come out here and fix someone. This lays down the foundation for a codependent relationship. And this is why many relationships between Afro American Negro women and men of any race pretty much become dysfunctional, because this woman pretty much does not like herself, and she chooses partners she really does not like. Because if you want to call yourself fixing someone and trying to change them, you really don't like them. Because if you like someone, you like them for who they are and the values that they have right now. You're not going to sit there and call yourself trying to fix someone. But your Afro American Negro woman, she will sit there and take the dustiest Negro into her home under the guise of trying to fix him, when, again, she is the one who needs a psychotherapist. Because the reason why she is picking this dysfunctional Negro is because she has low self esteem, low self worth, and low value. And that is reflected in the partners she chooses to have relationships with and the men she chooses to father children with. Because if a woman loves herself, again, what she's going to do is she's going to pick a partner who she will accept as is from day one, a man who she sees as valuable, a man who she sees as capable, and she will be confident about looking that man dead in his eyes and seeing him from an objective view. Unfortunately, your Afro American Negro woman does not want that at all, again, because of that low self esteem. She is looking for someone, especially when it comes down to black men, that she can build up and fix and make into a perfect man. And that's not how you have a healthy and balanced relationship. And these days, because she's seen all of these Afro American Negro men and she sees them broken pretty much beyond repair because of the conditioning that they've gained from their mothers, now she wants to swirl. But before I get into the swirling, I'm going to talk about how these guys are pretty much broken. Because these guys, they're damaged. They're pretty much broken, and their mother pretty much broke them. And this is something that many of your low self-esteem Afro American Negro women don't understand about these Negro men. The mothers in these single mother households have done an amazingly bad job of raising these Negroes. So a lot of these guys are pretty much, they're damaged. And they are damaged in the as-is condition. Then you have the Afro, because the mother herself is broken. And when it comes down to men, and this is something I explained why 70% of black women are single. Men are as is, and if his mother couldn't do anything with this Negro, then there is nothing that the woman can do with this Negro. Now, normal women understand this. Women who have self-esteem and self-worth, they're rare, but the ones who do have self-esteem and self-worth understand that, if his mother raised him a certain way, he is pretty much going to be that way, because the mother was the teacher of his culture. But if the mother is broken and damaged, you're going to get a broken and damaged man. And then you have this broken and damaged Negro female sitting here trying to fix a broken and damaged Negro man who was broken by his mother, who was broken and damaged. So by the time this guy goes through a relationship with one of these Negro women, he's pretty much broken beyond repair. He's so broken he's not even funny. And this is the big problem with your Negro woman. She thinks that after she spent all these years dealing with this Negro, dealing with his dysfunction, then she decides she wants to swirl. But again, she then, after she goes into the chocolate pool of dysfunction, she then heads over to the vanilla pool of dysfunction. And again, that goes back to the low self-esteem that this Afro-American Negro woman has about herself. And that's why she will wind up going out here talking about she wants to swirl, she wants to explore dating options. She wants to deal with more. Than what she does is she goes out here and deals with the same pool of dysfunction, because, again, who you get involved with in a relationship is a direct reflection of you. And if you're getting involved with low-grade dudes, whether they be black, white, Hispanic, or Arab, the common denominator in that equation is this Afro-American Negro female. And this Afro-American Negro female's low self-esteem is the main reason why 70% of these Afro-American Negro women are single today. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.